Then the Milwaukee Brewers are also back in action tonight, hosting their border battle series with the Minnesota Twins. The Crew is now an MLB best 72-43 on the season, and they still stand 5.5 games ahead of the Cubs, who just swept the Dodgers at Wrigley Field earlier this week. That does help Milwaukee, though, as they're now 3 games better than LA in the NL standings. In fact, it's actually the Brewers and the Braves who have the 2 best records in the National League right now. Stay tuned right here on Madison's home with the Brewers as they push to repeat as NL Central champs and secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. First pitch tonight is at 6:40 p.m. Pre-game coverage starts at 6, shortly after Molly and Jim right here on 1.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Jim Rutledge.
I'm sorry, you are not serious about winning football games and winning a Super Bowl and going deep into the playoffs if you don't have a kicker.
Molly Brown.
You should be going further than getting a 7 seed and not winning a playoff game. That is a fact. You should be getting further with this team that you have.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
BS say that Jordan Love's the 10th best quarterback
I'm not feeding
in the league?
into you talking about something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It does have something to do
Go
with
for it.
Best quarterback.
But I literally agreed with you.
defensive player.
Okay, but here's the thing. I agreed with you saying that Jordan Love is the one holding them back.
Yes.
Move on.
All right. So.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
You're feisty today. All
No,
right.
I'm just telling you.
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
It's good to hear you're still a positive person after working with Jim for as long as you have.
Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Welcome into Molly and Jim. We are presented by Coors Light. So the mountains are always blue, and sometimes we are chill. Molly, you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And get into the show, 844-770-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. And Molly, we apparently got the memo to both dress in black today.
Yes, this is my go-to outfit, though, so you're stealing my look.
Yes.
Bleep stole my look.
It's a good look, so I'm borrowing it.
Perfect.
All right.
Does your shirt say your name?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm awesome. It says, what does it say? Rutledge? What does it say?
Works.
Yep. So you know me, I'm a big worker. So it's from Rutledge Wood. There's 3 T-shirts I bought from Rutledge Wood. He's got a website, and you can buy shirts off of them. I got Rutledge Pool Cleaning. I got this Rutledge Works one. And I got one that says Rutledge, along with my coffee mug that also says Rutledge, because I love me some meat.
Riley, would you wear a shirt that says your name on it like that?
Not like that, no. I would wear, and I have worn, jerseys for intramural games that have my name on the back. But.
Well, yes, that is a jersey, but a
For
shirt.
intramural games?
Yeah, big
So?
deal. It's a big deal.
That says uniform. I don't think he gets to, choose the uniform.
Actually, I'm usually the one that creates them,
Okay.
so
Never mind.
it is me, yeah.
But does everybody have their name on their back? Okay.
Yeah, everyone has one.
So that's a different.
Fascinating, because I've played in men's league basketball and back in the day, the intramurals in college, but we never had jerseys with our name on it. Our good friends at College Town back in the day gave us some
That's
awesome...
college
with
with
a
a K.
Back in the day, gave us some awesome
Riley was
basketball
10
jerseys.
when that came out.
And I still have it. It was a reversible Under Armour jersey, black and white, and had number on it and everything. So that was fun. So, I mean, I get it. It is fun, but no names on the back of the jersey. So
It's just as funny because this shirt for you is nothing like you. The cup is fine. It's colorful. It's whatever. And you even have a shirt that says that. And I don't mind the other one.
Yep.
This one is just very poser.
Yeah,
it's not you.
I know. I look like I'm going to go get on a motorcycle and drive home, which is definitely not what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I am convinced that I would die on a motorcycle. I just don't think I could handle driving it.
Well, you suck at driving, so I would agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Just a side note here. The Life 360 thing, what I don't like is it apparently gives reports now that my oldest will check and then my wife will check too about your driving.
It always does.
Well, they've discovered it. So now they're you had 360 unsafe driver incidents last week. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, but see, I don't know what that means, though, because, there's ones that it'll say, oh, I had a risky drive home, and I'm like, I didn't slam on my brakes. There was nothing risky here. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
those ones are dumb.
Yeah, I think the speeding is in it, or,
I get more crap about the speed, because then it tells you, the top speed of every
Yeah.
single drive. I get more crap about that.
Yeah, and then also like and I was like, does it count like on the phone? But like if I'm listening to music or if I'm like switching podcast, like if I'm using it on Apple CarPlay, does that count? Anyways,
I don't think so.
That's what I should have counted. So 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Talk text line. List is more. I do want to know, is driving a motorcycle hard? For those who drive a motorcycle, like, is it as hard as I think it is? Because I worry more about like being able to pay attention enough to like, because we all kind of have when you're driving, you maybe kind of just not check out, but you're kind of just driving. Like your drive home, you're kind of just in it after a while.
Yeah, I will say, so my dad is one of the most distracted drivers. It is terrible. Like, he will full on pull out his phone, he is awful when it comes to that. He had a motorcycle growing up, like, my entire childhood.
Okay.
And the only time he got into an accident was when he was parked at a stop sign and the person behind him didn't stop and hit him off. Yeah, not great. Yeah, I remember when all that happened. But yeah, otherwise that was the only time. So I think even like distracted drivers, because it's like, I also think you're going to be more diligent when you're driving a motorcycle too, because it's like, okay, I do have to have like both hands, or like if I have one hand, I'm not just going to be like on my phone.
Right.
Also, like, you don't have the shield of your car too to like hide you from being on your phone from others.
You're like very well aware also that you are driving. Like, you know, like in your car, it's comfortable. Like you can kind of, like I was driving back from my parents' house last weekend. I was like, I need to pull over in Johnson Creek so we can walk around because I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep. You know, like because you're so comfortable, and then like if you're tired and the whole thing. I can't imagine that's the thing on a motorcycle.
That I don't know. I mean, you have the wind blowing in your face, but if you're tired enough, you can get tired. But I was I don't think that you'd be driving like a crotch rocket.
No.
Like, I think you're more like a Harley guy. You know?
Like, let's chime in on that. 844-770-3776. Carbon Talk text line. List is more. What kind of motorcycle would you drive?
Well, I think there's a reason you have to take specific classes to drive a motorcycle.
It's not a lot, though.
But still.
My dad got his first motorcycle with his motorcycle license when he was 17 in Iowa. Like, he left. He was like, I'm going to go get a motorcycle. My grandparents were like, haha, yeah, right. He came home with a motorcycle. Like, legit.
Yeah, because, like, there's places where you buy a motorcycle at, and you can do the classes at said dealership.
I don't think you have to do. I don't know for sure, but I don't think you have to do like all the hours and whatever you do for like driving a car. I mean, even like in Arizona, I didn't even have to do that for driving a car. I had to have like my learner's permit or whatever for 6 months, and that's it. I didn't have to take classes. My mom taught me how to parallel park at like the parallel park DMV thingy, and that was it.
I just know my cousin, he has a motorcycle. He had to get his motorcycle license, and I think he had to do at least a few days worth of classes. And from what I've heard, I've ridden on the back, and that's scary enough. But the turning is the most difficult part. They have you do figure eights.
Yep.
And you have to look at the ground. You have to turn in such a way that it feels like you're going to fall off, but you have to trust the vehicle that it won't. I have no desire. I'd get a moped, crotch rocket, like you said. I wouldn't get a motorcycle.
See, okay, so we've had a moped. I was scared to drive that because, like I said, I grew up with motorcycles. Like, my dad always had a Harley when I was a kid. Like, always. And then, like, my husband, we got a moped at one point. I don't know why. He got it for, like, super cheap or something. We were like, screw it, why not? And, like, I remember, like, we had it, and, like, I would just drive it and whatever. I was scared to, and I didn't like to because I don't like to be, like, the driver behind that. But, like, I loved riding on a motorcycle. That was so fun. But it's crazy, though, because my husband probably, like, a month ago was like, I kind of want a motorcycle. And I was like, why? Why would you want that? And he was like, it just seems fun. And then I was like, the older I get, the less appealing a motorcycle is. Like, even if you're wearing a helmet, great. It can keep all of, like, my brain in there in case something happens.
When my head rolls across the road, decapitated from my body, at least it's safe.
Yes.
I getting older. There's plenty of things as I get older, like jumping out of a plane. And maybe I'll reach the line of
I've never wanted to do that. Never.
Same, but now, like, I wouldn't even be able to be, like, talked into it. Like, now it's a non-starter. It's just not going to happen. The motorcycle also, I don't think I would be relaxed enough to, like, enjoy it. Because, like, the whole point of it would be, like, you're feeling the road and doing all. I think I would be, like, the entire time, like stress face, like holding on, and maybe I'll get a workout because like I'm so tense holding on to everything. Like I just don't see how it'd be relaxing.
Have you guys been on a jet ski before?
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a long time since I've been on a jet ski, though. I've never driven one.
I've driven them, been on
Okay.
them, been a long time, but they're a good time.
Why
Yes.
do you ask, Isaac Miller?
Because I was waiting for that. I know Isaac Miller loves
He loves his
Badgers
jet skis.
class of 2027 recruit. Going to be a stud.
A lot of these Badger
loves-
players love these jet skis. They're either water skiing with Luke Fickle or on
Yeah.
jet skis themselves.
I don't blame him. I went jet skiing for the first time about 2 months ago.
It's a good time.
Really?
Yes, with my girlfriend's family. A couple of her older brothers rented jet skis and got to drive one for the first time. And you mentioned like the clinging, the just squeezing, holding on for dear life. That was me on the jet ski for about the first half hour. I was joyriding around. And then eventually
Joyriding.
you get
I love this. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
I can't undo my fingers.
literally the first
And then
first
for-
bit you're just like, okay, don't fall. Okay.
Don't
now I
smash
can-
into something. Yeah.
And then also, like, for you, you have, like, her brothers who
Yes.
probably have been on jet skis, enjoy it. Like, you have to keep up with them.
Yeah,
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
I have my girlfriend on the back, so I got to make sure I don't
Oh, yeah.
throw her off the
Right.
jet ski.
Yeah.
And then she has 7 older brothers who will.
7? Are you
Seven.
serious?
God.
No, are you
7.
joking?
No.
And she's the only girl?
wha-
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God. Wait,
So
wait,
I'll-
hold on. What are the age like switch here?
How are
like,
we just now
Yeah.
learning this?
So I'm sorry, oldest to youngest on the brothers.
I don't know the exact
Loose.
age, but mid to late 30s, oldest, and she is the youngest at 25.
Okay.
So all relatively close together.
Yeah.
But
Still, she's the baby.
yes.
And she's the only girl.
yes.
Good luck,
That's the
man.
part that makes me...
Yeah, but
Hold on. How terrified were you, like, when you stepped foot inside their house? Like,
I
were
was
you
nervous.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
the
I
brothers
can't
or
imagine.
the like parents? What made you more nervous?
The brothers.
Okay.
And but most of them either are currently in the military or
Oh,
were
God.
in the military.
They all are, like, jacked with, like,
So you
tattoos.
got half of these dudes are trained killers. And
This is like a movie.
Yeah, Riley's like,
terrifying.
I gotta go.
Right?
Nice to meet you.
Right.
yeah, but they're all
Good
super
morning.
nice. They're great. Yeah, but hi guys. I'm her boyfriend.
That's insane to me.
Oh my God. Honestly,
I have so many
Molly,
questions.
you want to be an influencer. This guy's got to create an
Yeah.
account of just you around your girlfriend's 7 brothers.
People
Yes.
would flock to your content, like legit. I know that I've definitely seen different Instagram videos where it's like meeting my girlfriend's family and she has 4 brothers or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. How many siblings? Wait, you have a bunch of kids.
Yes, I have.
Not you. You have a bunch of kids in your family.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Get his ass kicked here.
I don't. I have 6 siblings.
Okay.
And I am the second oldest amongst my siblings. So I'm also not used to being the youngest at all.
Yeah.
I've been an older brother. I have one older brother, but that's it. I'm used to being the older one and beating up on my little siblings.
And now these guys beat up on you.
And now we got 7 older dudes who are making fun of my girlfriend and me, and it's a different life. It's
Can
a
you
different
give like
environment.
a little like glimpse into like the teasing that they would do for you?
I'm trying
Like-
to think off the top of my head. They haven't gone too hard
No,
on
that's
me
why I
yet.
think it'd be fun. Like that's what I'm curious. Like Molly mentioned of the jet ski. Like if you're terrible at that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll roast me for that, or they'll quiz me. They're not. None of them are huge sports fans either.
Oh, bummer.
But they'll
Riley, what do you talk about with these people?
Push-ups.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
just learn.
honestly, he just wrestles them. They just
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
different
two of
jiu-jitsu matches.
are big into jiu-jitsu as well.
Okay,
So,
that's cool. That's
yes.
cool.
Have you fought them yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
That won't be weird.
Are there
I don't
any?
know. I don't think I could win, regardless.
Are there any that are close in age to you?
Yes, the 2 closest to her are, I think, a year or 2 older
Okay.
than me, so not that far.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's wild. Great family.
Riley,
I'm a
I'm-
big fan of them.
I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna get to the Packers on the other side here. Molly, I could do a whole show just digging
Me too.
deeper into this.
Do they
but
like you?
So I think so. So far,
I think you'd know. Honestly,
yeah.
Because if I had a younger sister, I would not let it be known if I didn't like. People would know if I didn't like her significant other.
I'm pretty sure I'd probably have gotten my ass kicked by now if they didn't like me.
With 7, I feel like also it would be over.
Yeah.
Like if the a
Yeah, it's
majority
like if
rules
it's like
sort of
one
thing.
or two, it's like, eh.
Yeah, it's like you get voted off.
Yeah, you're off
It's
the
like,
island.
You're
Yep.
done. Get out. Get this guy out of
Take
here.
your jet ski and go home.
Literally.
Wow. We went from Rutledge and Jim is an imposter to motorcycles to Riley having 7 brothers that he has to appease.
Honestly, this is like I don't know how, but this is the way to figure out weird things about Riley. Because before we figured out that I have no idea how we got to the fact that he smokes a cigarette once in a while when he's had a few to drink.
Oh, speaking of that.
Did they get mad at you for
No,
smoking?
I have a family trip this weekend, and my dad texted me today, hey, can you pick up some cigars?
Nice.
So we're live this weekend.
That's funny.
Where is your family trip to?
New Lisbon. It's just a cabin.
Okay.
So I'm
Big
going up
extended
north
family.
for the week, and I contemplated getting some cigars, but my girls act like, because little kids, they're taught like you can't smoke. So when they see me or if they know I smoked a cigar, they act like I'm dying tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to tell them it's okay to smoke at any level, and I don't need the constant worry for a couple of days of like Dad's going to die because he had a cigar while we were fishing. So we're going to put that on pause there. But Molly, you are glowing today.
Thank you. And that's because I go to Carbon World Health. I think in about maybe like a week or two, I got to go back to get my hydrofacial again. I go every single 4 weeks to their Madison location, but they've also got their Sun Prairie location that is a full-on med spa. So it's absolutely incredible. It's beautiful in there. They have all the different things that you can even think of. So if you want to get started on your health and wellness journey, head over to carbonworldhealth.com.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
I'm not a huge cigarette guy, but as they say, drunk cigs don't count. So
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Here's the thing, buying jewelry should feel good, not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Planning for your financial future shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Brian from Canty Wealth Management, and I believe your financial plan should be as unique as you are. Whether you're a details person or you prefer the simplified view, we've got you covered. Plus, with our easy-to-use online platform, you can check your progress anytime, anywhere, even at 2 a.m. in your pajamas if that's your thing. At Canty Wealth Management, we promise care, competence, and clarity in everything that we do. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Madison's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford-certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Molly and Jim continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Molly, you have this really innate ability to get to my kind of my insecurities. I did not think I looked like a poser in this shirt, but now I look at it, I'm like, I look like a poser in this shirt.
You are a poser in that shirt, but I don't know how you would even pick that and be like, oh, this is cool for me.
So this was the throw-in one. I'm like, there was 3 styles of shirt that were left that were in my size.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, fine. I'll just get this one too. This was the third throw.
Was it to get free shipping?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. So here's the thing. You just got to go pretend like you're working on your car, and then you won't seem like a poser anymore.
There you go. All
but
right.
I don't think you own tools.
I own tools.
Are you sure?
I don't own tools that I can work on a car with. I don't have a car I would work on. What would I would ruin my truck from Chevy.
Well, yeah, but have you ever refilled your own windshield wiper fluid?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could do that.
When I had crappy cars, I changed an alternator, some spark plugs, the radiator, some.
I'm actually shocked that you had the ability to do that.
Yeah, I could do those sorts of things. I put up the backsplash at my house. I changed all the toilets in our house. Put in all the ceiling fans. Did a ton of electrical. I'm very capable. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it all, but I'm very capable. I mean, I host a home remodeling show with Edge Construction.
Yeah, but Mike tells you the things that his team is capable of doing.
Right, and that's honestly why I go, you know what? When I need to do a bathroom, I'm just going to hire them to do a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to replace a ceiling fan or a bathroom fan or change out the electrical outlets or whatever, I can handle that.
I get scared changing a light bulb because I'm like, is the power off as I'm screwing this in?
So that is funny. I get that. But even when you're doing the electrical stuff, here's the things that you learn, and YouTube is your friend, as you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. I bought a $5 little thing that you push it, and when you put it near the wires, it goes beep, 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 beep if the power's still on. So I don't get electrocuted.
That's fair.
I will share this story, and Mike shared it on the air. And it's just, and if you got getting electrocuted story, share it with us. 844-770-3776. Carlos Talk text line list is more. Have you ever been even loosely electrocuted?
Yes. Dang, it happened to me recently.
I can't remember.
No, it was with a hair tool. I think I plugged it in. Oh, yeah,
you told us about this.
And then, no, that was the one that started on fire.
Oh, okay.
But there was another one that I plugged in, and I guess my finger was too close to the outlet, so then I basically zapped myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I think
sends a tingle up your arm,
yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I was like, God, imagine getting actually electrocuted. Brutal.
Same. I can't remember exactly what I was doing. And after I did it, I'm like, well, that was stupid. But it wasn't something super blatant of I didn't stick a screwdriver into the outlet or something where I was like, oh, I didn't realize it. I should have realized this had power running to it, but I didn't. And yeah, it ran all the way up my elbow, a little bit up my arm. And it bothered me for, honestly, it was the most electrocuted I've ever been. It probably bothered me for a good 2 hours. I was like, gross. Yeah, how do you handle getting electrocuted? But that's why I didn't realize this. They have the plastic at the end of a screwdriver to
Oh, to be like a blocker?
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
So Mike was telling me early in his career that he was at a house and he thought he had the power turned off. He didn't have all the power turned off in the house, but he had all the lights, everything off within the room. And he was working on a ceiling fan. I don't know if he was installing or not, but he was putting a ceiling fan in like a big master bedroom. It wasn't above the bed. It was kind of in front of. And he touched the wrong thing and got shot off the ladder onto the bed.
No way.
Yeah.
It was that powerful?
Yeah. And he was fine because he had like the rubber on the end of the screwdriver. But
so
like,
it didn't zap him?
I mean, he obviously felt it some, but like no, like he was awake. He didn't get like knocked unconscious or anything. He just got zapped backwards because the power of like it shooting through the power of up like in the electrical through the screwdriver, but obviously the rubber kind of numbed the effect.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible. That sounds like a movie thing.
Right?
Riley, have you ever been electrocuted?
Not electrocuted. I have touched the screw on an outlet before that we had in our house heading into our basement. And, like, you touch the screw and you can feel the current, like, go through your finger and part of your arm. I thought that was cool as a kid.
Say, like, the way you're describing it, that's something, like, you did once in a while.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, I accidentally discovered it once and then did it from time to time. Just like, whoa, that's crazy. But I've never been zapped.
As a girl dad, I honestly have no fear that my girls would ever repeat that.
Yeah, I remember, like, when my brother was a teenager, him and his friend were purposely putting, like, a knife inside of a toaster. And, like, his friend was, like, getting electrocuted. I'm like, these guys are dumb. I've never done anything intentional like that, I don't think. Yeah, girls are dumb too, but like boys are just another level of like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Amen.
Didn't even mean to do it there, but yeah, no, I don't. Boys are crazy, and I'm gonna be living in the thick of that. I already am. My kid's just like my 3-year-old specifically. My 1.5-year-old son, he's a bit more timid and shy. Where like my 3-year-old, he's just like jumping from like this part of the couch to this cushion and like trying to like jump through the window essentially. I'm like, what is going on? It's yeah.
So how many times a day are you like, what are we doing?
Pretty much 99.9% of the day. He hasn't tried to electrocute himself yet though.
Yeah,
so
is the word. Once he learns he can do that.
Great.
Apparently, don't let Riley around him because he's going to tell him all the.
Riley's going to be like, yo, learn how to do this.
All the dumb boy secrets.
Yes.
Of all the stupid things. Like, there's a long list of stupid things I did with my brother that I will not share on the air, but because I don't want to give other people ideas. But I'm sure people have also done the same things with their siblings. So, speaking of stupid things, maybe. Unsportsmanlike. We love the show. Love Canty. Love Smallman. Love Evan. But Chris Canty had an interesting take today, and obviously we've talked about it a lot on ESPN Wisconsin. So let's hear it, and we can react a little bit.
The Green Bay Packers will finish last in the NFC North. Listen, you've got an enigmatic quarterback in Jordan Love. We don't know what version of Jordan Love we're going to get the first 2 months of the season. Check that. We actually do know the version of Jordan Love we're going to get the first 2 months of the season, and he's going to be a guy that's a middling quarterback. Why? Because since he became a full-time starter in 2023, he's in the middle of the road with win percentage of all qualified starting quarterbacks. That's who Jordan Love is. I can't give Jordan Love the benefit of the doubt. 3 years of a sample size, we can determine who you are.
Okay, tell me you haven't watched a Packers game without telling me that you haven't watched a Packers game. Like, come on. Saying that he's enigmatic and that he's, like, inconsistent all the time and he's middling and all the things. Get out of here. That's such bullcrap.
So I will say the middling makes more sense now when he talks about the win-loss thing. I'm not saying that Jordan Love is a middling quarterback because that to me would imply he's in the middle, and he's not in the middle. He's above the middle. Again, enigmatic. I would say that's more like. I'm not going to try
No,
to say
he's not
anything.
because I Googled it. It means mysterious, puzzling, or hard to figure out.
But he did say play, but still I would not.
No. If you talk about that maybe 2 years ago, sure, I'll give you that.
I think it's inconsistent play. And we've talked about that from game to game. And sometimes the first 3 quarters or sometimes the first half, but this is the entire Packers offense. There's been plenty of games where the first half is great and the second half is trash. And that is something you could point to, whether that's Love or LaFleur. Like what happens at halftime and other teams make adjustments that the Packers aren't making, or are they getting too timid in the second half? Like there's a lot of layers to it. But I would say that Jordan Love is not, like we talked about before, maybe he's not the quarterback you win because of, but you can win with. He's also not the quarterback that you are losing because of. Like, he is the one that's always going to put you in position to win.
Mhm.
Now, you might need someone else to be the playmaker at the end of the game.
Micah Parsons.
To seal that game. But the one thing I did think about with this is, and this is going to, I don't want this to upset everyone, but there was this old trope that Kirk Cousins was kind of like the poster child for the average, like, starting quarterback. And he put up good numbers, won games with Minnesota.
I was going to say, are you talking Minnesota? Are you talking Commanders?
I'm talking like, I guess, prime Minnesota Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Where if you just went like, hey, this guy is the avatar for, like, the basic playoff caliber quarterback on a good team. You look at the stats, you look at the moments. He gets you some wins. He gets you a lot of stats. Doesn't get you to the Super Bowl.
Are you going to compare Jordan Love to Kirk Cousins?
Is Jordan Love the new Kirk
No,
Cousins?
Kirk Cousins would lose games for the Vikings. 100,000%, Kirk Cousins was losing games. He would throw interceptions at the worst moments.
Like Cleveland? Like San Francisco?
Yes, but I'm talking in like multiple games. Kirk Cousins did that.
So is he Kirk Cousins 2.0?
I think Kirk Cousins, with Minnesota and having a really good offense, a better offense than what the Packers have right now, Kirk Cousins was a good quarterback.
He was. Again, I'm not saying...
There was a stat one year, maybe it was multiple years, that he had the worst percentage of being able to throw over his offensive lineman. Like, he had like horrible batted down plays, and it was nonstop. But the interceptions that he threw, 10 out of 10, as I have been around Minnesota Viking fans for the last 10 years, pretty much entire Kirk Cousins' entire career with the Minnesota Vikings. Actually, I was with him. Those losses were so much worse than what the Packers have had.
I'll give you the...
I mean, the Bears won, like the most recent ones, yes, those have been bad. But Kirk Cousins throwing interceptions at the worst possible moments, no, Jordan Love is not as bad as that. Does he make boneheaded errors? Yes, but they've gotten better over the last couple of years.
So would it surprise you, and again, you're the expert on the Vikings. I can't...
I'm not an expert on the Vikings.
Well,
I just know because I've watched a lot.
Out of the two of us, I can't pretend to know Viking games. I see the Vikings play 4 times a year, twice against the Packers, twice against the Bears. That's probably about it. So 2018 and honestly 2018 Kirk Cousins through 2021 Kirk Cousins statistically is Jordan Love.
Okay.
Between 30 and 33 touchdowns, between 6 and 10 interceptions on average there. And the completion percentage better for Cousins, but not by a lot, between 70 and 67%. So if you just kind of ballparked it, 67%, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, that's Jordan Love.
Jordan Love threw 6 interceptions
that
last
was just
year, did he
last
not?
year. Other years he's thrown more.
Okay.
And he didn't throw 30 touchdowns either. And he didn't
No, he
throw
didn't.
for 4,000 yards either.
I'm not
so
saying
that's what I'm
he
saying.
did.
Like, if
Thank you
just
for
kinda
throwing
did
stats at me.
Yeah, but if you're doing like the overall combobulation.
But I think that there's also, we've
I think
said it
Jordan Love is
before,
Kirk Cousins.
but we've said it before that the eye test versus stats is different.
That's
When
why-
you watch Kirk Cousins, his interceptions have come at horrible times when his team was
What
in
did Rena
positions.
Kimes say about Jordan Love? That the reason why Jordan Love is viewed as a guy that throws interceptions is because he throws the dumbest, most awful timed interceptions and turnovers in the league.
Yes, and Kirk Cousins was known as throwing games away.
But Jordan Love isn't closing out games.
Which we just said, you're not going to lose games because of him, going back to your statement 5 minutes ago.
But that was the thought of Kirk Cousins, too.
Kirk Cousins was that you're losing games because of Kirk Cousins.
I think the overall view of Kirk Cousins was viewed as a guy you could win with.
Okay, you just said that you didn't watch enough Kirk Cousins to know. So how are you making that blanket statement?
I'm saying that I think the national perception of Kirk Cousins, you can chime in, was the guy that he was, you can win with Kirk Cousins. You're just not going to win because of him.
I don't know if that was the national perspective of Kirk Cousins. I really don't.
We don't have to argue about that part of it, but I do think that Jordan Love is closer to Kirk Cousins than people want to admit, which Kirk Cousins was the doppelganger for a very good quarterback who you weren't going to win a Super Bowl with.
Until people thought that the Vikings could have won a Super Bowl, yeah.
Right, and there was flaws with that team, but Kirk Cousins was not the only flaw. Like, their defense wasn't there, their offense, their head coach wasn't always what they needed to be. Like, Kirk Cousins can't put up these stats These are Sam Darnold-esque stats. These are Jordan Love-type stats and blame it all on that. Jordan Love didn't finish off the Bears. Jordan Love pissed away the Carolina game. Jordan Love blew the Cleveland game. Jordan Love blew the 49ers
now you're
game.
just like...
But Jordan Love didn't close out the Cowboys game either. Like, there's plenty of
He
times
didn't.
if you
Nobody,
wanted to be...
who here on this panel is saying that Jordan Love is the best quarterback of all time and doesn't have any mistakes?
We both
Nobody
said that
is
Kirk
saying
Cousins is a good quarterback, but maybe Jordan Love and Kirk Cousins are the same quarterback of a different era. Like Jordan Love is Kirk Cousins 2.0. I think there's plenty of evidence to say that that could be the case, and the Packers can still win a lot of games with Kirk Cousins 2.0. And the Kirk Cousins 1.0 didn't have Micah Parsons, so it doesn't mean the Packers are screwed.
Okay, and Jordan Love doesn't have Justin Jefferson to make him the greatest quarterback in the NFC North.
But he has the best tight end in all of football with Tucker Kraft. So like,
what?
you can have that.
So what? Kirk Cousins had good tight ends too.
Right, but I'm
He's
saying
had the
Kirk
best.
Cousins is good and Jordan Love is good, but neither one of them are anything beyond borderline Pro Bowl quarterback. Doesn't mean you can't win a Super Bowl with them.
Okay.
I guarantee if we look at the tiers, Kirk Cousins would fall somewhere between at times 9 and 11.
Sure, probably. Yeah, during his peak with the Minnesota Vikings with a really good offense.
Right.
Yes, he did. I'm not getting upset that you're comparing him to Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
I think Kirk Cousins was a good quarterback when he was with the Vikings. I think the Vikings should have held on to him longer and not let him go to Atlanta, but they did.
Right.
They messed up with that. So I'm saying that he's a good quarterback, but he threw games away, and it was blamed on him. It wasn't blamed on other guys that couldn't catch the ball. It wasn't blamed on the defense. It was blamed on Kirk Cousins. He made boneheaded errors, and if you watch the Minnesota Vikings when he played for them, he had boneheaded mistakes. Jordan Love does too.
Yeah, I'm
that
not
is one of
disagreeing
my
on Kirk
main
Cousins.
things that I have said. Okay?
Yeah.
I have said that.
Yep.
But his boneheaded errors have gone down. Kirk Cousins have not. They have always been the same.
Jordan Love had 3 boneheaded errors that we can easily point to, not let alone however you want to negate or however you want to figure out not being able to close out Denver, not being able to close out the Bears twice.
Okay, he lost Micah Parsons in that game. One, defense
Micah
did.
Parsons played for him?
Number two, he lost Christian Watson in that game too, and we've talked about the impact that he has made on that team.
Right.
3, Josh Jacobs was hurt in and out of the season last year.
Okay.
4, Browns game. Yeah, he made a boneheaded error. It happened. So did
What
Aaron
about the
Rodgers.
Dallas game?
He should have gone ozone. How many times did we say that?
Right.
We've talked about
But
it. He made stupid decisions. I'm not
This
saying
was
he
last
doesn't.
year.
Yes, I'm not
You
saying
said they
he
went
made
down.
stupid
That's
decisions.
that's why I'm bringing them up.
I'm saying compared to years past, yes, they have gone down. Yes, his decision making has gone down. You said it 2 days ago. He's gotten marginally better. Yeah. He has gotten marginally better. So don't please walk that back and pretend like you don't say those things.
No, he got marginally better, but it still doesn't mean he can come through in the fourth quarter. And that was the knock on Kirk
We're not
Cousins.
talking about
Kirk
coming through in the
Cousins
fourth
could come
quarter.
through
We're
under
not.
the
When
lights,
are
and
we
Jordan
talking
Love
about fourth
doesn't come
quarter?
on. But Jordan Love doesn't come through under the lights, and Kirk Cousins didn't come through under the lights, and those are 2 things they have in common. That neither one of those quarterbacks come through under the lights. When the lights
Who is talking about under the lights? All of a sudden, you're going from big picture to fourth quarter under the lights. He can't come through.
Right,
he
because
can't
Jordan
come
Love
through.
can't do it, and you change my voice all you want. It doesn't change the fact that Jordan Love doesn't come through under the lights, or when the game is on the line, Jordan Love isn't
When
coming
have
through.
I ever said that he does?
But I'm saying you're blaming these games on Kirk Cousins. Jordan Love
because
can
they
have
were
the
him.
same.
I watched the games.
But I watched the same Packer games, and I could easily make a case that Jordan Love ain't coming through for the Packers. Whether it's bad interceptions, missed throws, or not being able to.
I don't know what.
So that's
what the,
how they're the same, right?
Okay. If that's what you think, sure, go for it.
But we both think Kirk Cousins is good. We both think Jordan Love is good.
Okay, I know, but
Yeah.
you're making it. You're going from big picture to all of a sudden this,
Right?
And it's
well, wait. So I guess my question is: you think Jordan Love is better than Kirk Cousins?
I would rather have Jordan Love as my quarterback versus Kirk Cousins in his prime. Yes.
Okay.
Would I rather have Justin Jefferson and all the guys that Kirk Cousins also had? Yeah, I would.
So you think Kirk Cousins had more help and is more of a...
That was his best time. He had the best coach of his career probably with the Minnesota Vikings. He had the best receivers of his career with the Minnesota Vikings. He had everything lined up with the Minnesota Vikings. He made boneheaded decisions during key games at key points of the game that's the reason they didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
So should the Packers give Jordan Love more talent on offense?
I don't know if they can. The Minnesota Vikings were in a great position. What happens when they actually get a quarterback that they're going to have to pay? You're not going to be able to keep Justin Jefferson.
Right, that's a good
They
point.
can't. They have never been able to scout the exact talent that they have. The Vikings are able to scout and figure out talent and draft in really good ways. Probably one of the best. They just can't figure out the quarterback position. The Packers, for the most part, have figured out the quarterback position. Everything else is a mess.
I don't know if the Packers have figured out the quarterback position because I think Jordan Love is still closer to Kirk Cousins than people want to admit. And I think Kirk Cousins is a hell of a quarterback. I think the Vikings.
So why do you say it that he's a hell of a quarterback, but then try to make it a negative thing about Jordan Love if you think that Kirk Cousins is that great of a quarterback?
I'm saying that I think Packer fans would be very triggered that I'm comparing Jordan Love to Kirk Cousins. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think any fan would be because people have this misperception that Kirk Cousins has been terrible.
And I got to it, and I know we got to get the break. It was because the Dak Prescott comp doesn't work because Dak Prescott is better than Jordan Love. So then maybe
where do you bring that from?
What?
Where do you bring the Dak Prescott's better than Jordan Love?
I think he's better than Jordan Love. I guess that's my opinion.
Okay, for what it's worth, when we have ranked quarterbacks, I have had the two right next to each other. I had Dak Prescott ahead of him. I don't even know if you had Dak Prescott in your top 10. And I think Dak Prescott is a good quarterback, but we have to go to Jason, so we can't really dive into this.
Yeah, but all right. We'll talk about it more on the other side. This is Molly and Jim.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim.
So anytime anyone says diarrhea, in my head, my brain goes, cha-cha-cha.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
to what's happening across our community and the 608.
And the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrion, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
There's a spirit you can only find in Door County, and Door County Distillery bottles it. Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Locally made in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and the flavors that make Door County unforgettable. From brandy, gin, whiskey, and my favorite, cherry vodka, my dad makes a mean cherry mule, to cocktails, tastings, tours, and more. It's a true Door County experience. Visit Door County Distillery in Carlsville or find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains August 7th through the 13th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 18th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Seattle Mariners.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 18th at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Natural diamond prices are at an all-time low, creating one of the best buying opportunities you'll ever see.
At Chalmers Jewelers, that means more sparkle for your budget.
So whether you're shopping for an engagement ring, anniversary gift, or upgrading the diamond you already love, now's the time to make your move.
Because prices this low, won't last forever.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Jason Wilde on Molly and Jim is brought to you by News 3 Now. Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Goody wouldn't have got him if he was 27. No.
He would have put him in a nursing home.
Correct.
35.
Good one. There you go. That's the better line. That was well done, Molly.
So don't call him a fan.
Fans are short for fanatics. It's media being too, I would say, unbiased or unemotional.
It's Jason Wilde on Molly and Jim.
Jason Wilde joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. G.G. Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. And Jason, it's family night up in Green Bay. So, what are we watching for?
All right. First of all, I have a request for Riley.
Yeah.
Riley?
Yes.
Can you have Big Voice Guy? I know he does an amazing job, but I don't like the way he says, so don't call him a fan. That's not the mentality. It's don't call me a fan. It's just factual. I'm not. What would I do without fans? No one would give a damn about what I do for a living if there weren't fans. So his tone is all off.
So what do you want him to
could we
say?
get that
What's your?
repaired?
Can you just give us a? I know you guys are good at giving headlines on your show. Could you give us a Jason Wilde appearance on Molly and Jim headline?
Jason Wilde on Molly and Jim. I'm just saying that the tone of voice is off. The rest is fine. I don't really care. I don't care how I'm introduced. I don't want people thinking because there are people in my job that do this, and I think it's stupid on their part. If you look down your nose at fans, you're disrespecting the people that make you eligible for your paycheck. I mean, think about Wilde and Tausch if we had to talk. Let's say all the Packers fans all at once decided that they were going to cheer for, I don't know, the Jaguars. Like there was this, if you were a shareholder, if you're a fan, Ed Policy does something probably involving Keyshawn Nixon, given the way people seem to feel about him. And Moss, the entire fan base, 100% of the fan base, they decide that they're going to sell the team to Elon Musk. How about that? That'd be a good way to stop being a fan, right? Stop being a community-owned team, be owned by a trillionaire. And they all decide to quit. And I have to do Wilde and Tausch. Tausch quits too, I'm sure. Maybe he goes to work for Elon.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of his work.
Yeah.
But I have to do a show where I'm talking about the Brewers. I'm not an expert on the Brewers. Talking about the Bucks. Like the last time I was a true expert on the Bucks was when they were the lighted up era that is on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker, and HR and benefits.
Thanks for doing that for
That's
me,
what
Bob,
I know about the Bucks.
Jason. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's all I know about the Bucks right now. Okay, it's not my area of expertise either. So I don't. It just bothers me when people that do my job are so snooty about. That's a Ferris Bueller reference, by the way. Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago. I hate it when they're snooty about that because without them, we're nothing. And I got to go get a different job. So that's all I'm asking. Just change your tone there, big voice guy.
All right, so Jason, I'm not going to ask you who, but Molly, we agree that there is someone Jason is specifically thinking about.
When what?
When he's referencing the snooty reporter or snooty person. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we're not going to ask you name names,
there's
but
plenty of them.
Yeah, I can feel it there. So, family night, good times for everyone, fireworks for the fans. What else are we watching for?
Nothing. I mean, here I was just telling Riley this, and again, this is not. God bless the fans for coming out, 50,000 of them, potentially more, braving potential thunderstorms, which were way overdue. We were getting one every year before, and now it's been like 4 years. I don't think we've had one since they brought it back following the pandemic. So we're on a pretty good run. But Like, it's a pep rally while a practice is going on. Like, Paul and the girls went to it a few times. Like, the girls brought books, and when they were really little, they brought coloring books. Like, they don't want to watch the football. It's just about it's being together as fans and being able to buy a ticket that you can actually afford to Lambeau Field.
Yep.
And seeing the fireworks and the laser show afterward. I mean, that's what it is. And the practice, yes, there's going to be a little bit of tackling, and there's no doubt it's helpful to indoctrinate the young players that, to this point, their only trips inside Lambeau Field have been their nighttime walkthroughs at 6:15. But, like, seeing the place with 50,000 fans or more and everything else, that there's value in it, don't get me wrong. But it's still a practice, and practices are important. I believe in the value of practice, but if it's going to be really no different than what they do at practice at Ray-Nitschke Field, with one exception, and that is they're going to have some of the young guys have a tackling period, which is going to be fully live at the end of practice, which, again, that's like saying, hey, guys, if you're going to be part of the tackling period, we don't find you as valuable as the other guys. Because there's a bunch of guys we wouldn't put that on them because they're too valuable. But you guys, go right ahead. Go do some tackling. So I was telling Riley, like, the thing about family night for me, what really engages me is not all that other stuff and the pomp and the circumstance and the fireworks. It's, will an underdog emerge, right? Like, I wrote a story earlier in the week or late last week. Jonathan Baldwin had an interception the day that Tramon Williams was at practice. It was last Thursday as they were getting ready to go into the Hall of Fame. And then the day before that, Marlon Jones, who had battled stage 3 cancer and missed a season of college football at Vandy, had an interception on the first day of camp. And, those guys, now Baldwin's dealing with, I think, a hamstring injury. He hasn't practiced the last few days. But, like, those guys flashed, just like Tramon did. The difference is Tramon ended up being a great player from very humble beginnings. And so, there was another guy, and this guy went on to, like, play a 10-year career mostly with the Bengals, Kevin Casevaharn. I'll never forget him as long as I live. I may forget what I had for breakfast. But Kevin Casevaharn, look him up. O'Reilly, K-A-E is how the first 3 letters are spelled. Kaesivharn or something close to that. He picked off Brett Favre on Family Night, and it was like, oh my God, this guy, this skinny white dude that we'd never heard of before tonight. We knew he was on the roster. He had a moment, and he parlayed it into, I don't think he maybe played 10 years, but he played a bunch with Cincinnati and maybe a couple of other stops. So for me, that's what I really look forward to, is who makes a splash when the lights are brightest, because that sometimes it leads somewhere, sometimes it doesn't. But when it happens, you saw something that was magical.
So, Jason, how many kicks do you think that Trey Smack is going to be allowed to miss tonight to not have the Packers bring somebody in by the next practice?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I won't be able to tell you because, we can't tell if they're good or not.
You think even for Family Night they're not going to have a ref out there?
I don't
signaling?
think. No, I'm usually for Family Night. That is when the NFL, like the real NFL officials, come to camp, and then they talk to us about different rules changes and stuff like that. So generally, they have a real NFL crew working Family Night. Now, the practice doesn't start till 7:30. I saw some folks are already there. I'm sorry. I love Family Night. I'm not going there at 4. But I would say this, like, this is a different kind of pressure, right? And we have been told, and I can guarantee you, good, bad, or indifferent, I am going to mention this tonight in my story, and if I have time to get something onto the News 3 Now News at 10, I'm going to mention it too. We have been told repeatedly, when we're not watching, that Trey Smack has kicked really well inside Lambeau, which they didn't usually do that during training camp, but they've started doing that this year for him. And that's what Cam Acord says. So he's going to be inside Lambeau. Now, the difference is when he does it, it's him, the long snapper, and the holder, and nobody else except maybe a guy power washing some bleachers. is in the building.
Right.
And so tonight that'll be different. So I think it's a meaningful litmus test. I don't think there's an exact number, Molly, that he misses that leads to competition. But I would say this, like, Goody trotted out that line about how kickers, you're always competing, whether you're competing with people that are in camp or not. And that's 100% true. Like, there's no doubt about it. But, like, nothing against Lenny, who I never even got to talk to, which is really disappointing. And then they said Auf Wiedersehen to him. But, like, he's not real competition.
Right.
Like, he's an international player program guy. Like, he's a good story, and he's going to get some chances. And then they had to cut him to make room for the extra snapper. Like, I don't know. Like, it would have to. My gut tells me it would have to be disastrous tonight for them to say, all right, we can't keep doing this. But at the same time, like, Mason Crosby had a disastrous night one year early in his career, and it meant nothing because he went on to become the all-time leading scorer. So we have to be careful about how much we put into this. But for me, it's that I've been told repeatedly how good he's kicked it in Lambeau when we're not watching. So now there's going to be a lot of people watching, including me.
Marshawn Lloyd, is he going to be practicing tonight?
Yes. It'll be the first time in his history of family night that he's not a spectator. Now, I do want to correct the record on something because, and I'm a little irritated that I just wrote it this way because it was easier for people to understand. But as the husband of a former gymnast and the father of two gymnasts, he did a back tuck. Not a back flip. Back flip, you put your hands on the ground. He does. He like tucks and boom. I mean, it's. And by the way, I understand. Believe me, helicopter parent extraordinaire here. Totally get Matt LaFleur's thought process. I hope he can at least understand, and I think he did it in a friendly kind of, hey, I get it, man. You're just happy to be healthy, but don't go Cam scatterbooing me, right? So I'm glad that they're going to play it safe, but what a great moment. I mean, seriously, like that's the kind of stuff, again, to my point about what gets me excited about family night or training camp. Like, God, this guy, I mean, what he has been through injury-wise. I was talking to Zaire Franklin. I used my conversation with him for the lead of my story, but he was like, man, I've had teammates, because, he's new here. I've had teammates that have had bad luck with injuries, but, I mean, this guy, like, what Marshawn's been through, I've never seen anything like it. I said, neither have I. It's so, I hope he has a nice night tonight. I hope he stays healthy. He's going to get some opportunity tonight. I don't think we'll see Josh Jacobs because of his groin injury he suffered yesterday, or earlier in the week and didn't practice yesterday. So, yeah, hopefully Marshawn Lloyd puts on a show and is still healthy when it's over.
Jason, we know you got to get out, so we appreciate you taking the time to join us on a Friday. I won't be in next week. You'll be talking to Molly and someone. You know who you're hosting with on Friday?
I don't know who it is Friday. Can't remember. Haven't looked at the schedule. Big Papa hates me.
Matt Hamilton will be in on Tuesday, though, so you get a chance to talk with him.
Big Papa hates me? Is that
Big Papa is our name for Ashton. And he hates that I don't read the content schedule.
Who does? Riley?
I love it when you call him Big Papa.
Exactly. So if you want to start calling Ashton Big Papa, there you go.
I'll be honest.
Wait.
I don't ever want to take my job for granted, and I'm not going to tell the boss. I'm not going to call him something that he doesn't want to be called.
Mike, tell Jason the origin, though, of Big Papa, how we came up with it.
I honestly don't remember.
It was from the...
Well, it's from Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I don't know why we started calling him that,
we just didn't want to call him Ashton on the air, so we decided to come up with a name, and we came up with it from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yep.
That is a program I have never seen, and I wish you guys hadn't either.
I have not. All right, thank you.
All right, guys. Say hi to Big Papa for me. Take care, be good.
Dad energy.
What was that?
Nice.
BDE, Big
I don't even
Dad
understand
energy.
that.
That's a Saturday scramble cut.
BDE, Big Dad energy.
Oh my gosh!
Love it.
Shout out Jason and his Big D
Dad.
E.
Big Dad energy. Big Dad.
That's a lot.
D is for Dad. Yeah. Be careful over there, Molly.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
I gotta go.
All right.
Bye.
Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They are Madison's family-owned, custom, and local jewelry. Go see our good friends at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. Wisconsin football began its fall camp Thursday morning at Camp Randall Stadium. And here are my 3 big takeaways from day 1. Number 1, QB Colton Joseph has improved since spring. He was more consistent and showed big play potential, but also had a bad interception. Number 2, the offensive line play excelled. Joseph had time to throw and the running backs had holes most of the day. And finally, number 3, Sean West, the punter. He could be a weapon, folks. He had multiple 70-yard boots.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CLEAR to borrow up to $10,000.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
The Miz is filling out the punch card.
Struck him out swinging. Brings home the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strike 3 called with a slider. The 4th consecutive Miz punch out.
Stacking up K's left and right.
Another double-digit strikeout effort here from Miz.
Tune into every start from the NL Cy Young leader.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go back and watch that inning over and over again.
Right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
One of the
the best parts of Door County is finding those local spots that capture the flavor. Door County Distillery is that place to be. Whether you're into their smooth, luminous vodka, the Door County Cherry Vodka, brandy gin whiskey, or something else, Door County Distillery has it all. Stop in and stock up for the rest of your summer today with Door County Distillery. You can find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Molly and Jim continues. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And Molly, you asked a good question to Wildy about Marshawn Lloyd. And I want to know where your head's at with Lloyd. Riley, you can hop in on us as well. 844-770-3776. Carbon Stock text line list is more. I remember when he was picked, I thought he was one of the better picks for the Packers. And I thought that he could be someone that the Packers would replace Jacobs with. Lloyd replaced Jacobs within like a year or two. Obviously, the health has not been there for Lloyd, but I think the one thing the Packers have been lacking on offense, there's probably more than one, but I thought a true change of pace second back to Jacobs has been missing. And if Lloyd can be that is one of the bigger surprises that could arrive for the Packers this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at how the whole past few years have shaken out with Josh Jacobs and after getting rid of Aaron Jones, it feels like, they should have never gotten rid of Aaron Jones in the first place. Now, he has had a tough time staying healthy, too, with the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm not saying he's the answer, but they are lacking that depth, number one, then especially not knowing what the heck is going to happen with Josh Jacobs. I mean, we haven't heard anything about it, so I assume nothing, but also I have no idea. So that part's nerve-wracking, but with Marshawn Lloyd, I'm not holding my breath. No. I mean, I know Jason said that this is going to be his first family night, which is exciting. So there is the excitement, and I do think that he has potential, but I'm not holding my breath because when it was reported that he did a backflip or whatever Jason just called it, the other back tuck, I was like, what are you doing? Because I can just imagine, boom, something happens. As soon as you landed wrong on your ankle, broken ankle. Great. It's just, there's one ththing after the other, and almost the same way that I feel with Luke Fickell of I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about Marshawn Lloyd.
I felt exactly the same, but and I've done this with people I'm a fan of too when they do extracurricular celebrations like the backflip or things like that. They always freak me out, especially someone who's been hurt. But
I mean, we talked about, I was mad at Tucker Kraft when he was at whatever concert that was, Luke Combs concert in Lambeau, on stage, shotgunning beers, and then he kicks one or whatever he did. I'm like, what are you doing? Your ACL, my guy. You could be the highest paid tight end in the league. So this is just on even another level, just with a lesser great guy, but
yes, and it's interesting because we did our whole. Maybe you did, but I don't think we actually talked about Lloyd when we did kind of our superlatives of because he kind of seemed like so much of an afterthought, and I'm guilty of this where it's all right, he had the appendicitis and whatever he had the first year, there's no chance he's going to come through, and unfortunately, you're probably right. The oft injured guys, whether it's bad luck or whatever, just stay injured.
Yeah,
but every once in a while, someone comes through.
I mean, who comes to your mind? Because right away I think of Teddy Bridgewater, made of glass. Sam Bradford, made of glass.
Yeah.
Again, 2 Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks there, but
I'll put it like this. You mentioned the backflip and forward flip thing or whatever they're called, the tucks. Cam Scattaboo.
Yep.
I don't think he's that good to begin with. He averaged around 4 yards carry, whatever. But that's my personal opinion. I don't think he's, but I would rather have Lloyd coming off of the injury than Scattaboo.
That's interesting. I don't know if I would go that far.
I think I'd rather have Scattaboo right now. I hope Marshawn Lloyd has a great season, stays healthy, and we all have that opinion where we'd rather have Marshawn Lloyd than Cam Scattaboo. But at least we have seen something from Scattaboo in the regular season.
Hey, he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear at least, right, Lloyd?
True.
Yeah, but also I'm worried that as soon as he gets a little tinge of wear, he's torn. That is where I'm at. Where
no, it's all
it feels
fair.
like the second that he gets hit, it's done. Which I don't even want to manifest that or speak that into the world because I hope I'm absolutely wrong. But no, I don't know how any fan could feel good about having Marshawn Lloyd. Even is he going to be the number 2 if he's? Let's assume he stays healthy through training camp. Is he the number 2?
Who else is number 2?
What's his face? Chris Brooks?
Chris Brooks? I don't think so. From what I have read and from what I've heard, I think Marshawn Lloyd has more tools than Chris Brooks.
I genuinely wish that the Packers never got rid of Williams, right? Was that his name? Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah, they could have signed him for the cheap.
Yes, considering he took nothing to go to Seattle to be the 10th back.
That's a great point, because that would be the smarter way to handle Lloyd. Because you could have signed Williams, and then if it didn't work, just cut him and take the loss. And if Lloyd happened to pop off and he's healthy, and you're like, you know what, we don't need Wilson, great. Because Brooks is more of he reminds me a little bit more of, obviously not Jacobs, but he's more of an inside runner. Lloyd, I think, can be the lightning to Jacobs' thunder. And you look at some of the best teams that run the football, they have two backs. And there's not a back. Well, Gibbs is the best in the NFC North, but then I would say Jacobs. And then you can figure out who you like before, between Chicago and Minnesota. So, the Packers have the premier number one between most of the teams in the league. Now, Gibbs obviously is great, but Detroit lost David Montgomery. And so if you can have that second back, I would imagine that most good teams have two backs, especially Jacobs coming off of a year where he wasn't as good. And maybe he could use a little bit of a break. That Lloyd could be the wild card, but I do agree with Molly that he could have also just covered your ass a little bit more.
For sure, and I think that's honestly the problem with the way this entire roster is constructed. Is just, why did you make that move? Getting rid of Elton Jenkins last year, that's a questionable one. Getting rid of Walker, there's different ones where it's I get it, they weren't the best at their positions. I get it. They're not the guys that are winning games for you, but also I feel a hell of a lot better with those guys than I do with the guys that you're throwing together this year. That's just one example. You could say the same thing about the kicking situation. Brandon McManus, I get it. I hated him last year when the Packers were playing the Bears. I get it. It felt like he lost that game in a way as well. It wasn't just the defense. It wasn't just the offense. Brandon McManus lost that game too.
Yes.
You didn't do your job. We talked about it. You have one job, right? So it's okay, they moved off of him. But also, who you replace him with isn't better than him. And there's multiple different areas on this team that you can have that exact same opinion, whether it be running back, offensive line, kicker. There's just so many different positions that it's what? I hate to keep saying it, but what are we doing? What's going on?
It is a good point, and we can talk about it more on the other side. But just off the top of my head, you just listed some, though. And you just kicker on offensive line and backup running, or complementary. I don't want to call backup running back, complementary running back. The Packers haven't had that truly. Wilson had bits and little spots, but complementary running back.
I liked him last year.
A comfortable, a kicker you feel very comfortable with, which they had 2 years in McManus, but not this last year. And then obviously an offensive line. Those are three major red flags that need to be solved in training camp during the preseason, or the Packers are in real trouble.
And for this team, too, those are significant positions that could make or break games for you. Really. It really could. Because if the offense isn't humming, it's most likely starting with either the offensive line ain't doing good or the running back ain't doing good. And we know that Jordan Love needs to have an offensive line that's good, as well as somebody that he can just hand the ball to and get it out of his hands.
I was going to say, all quarterbacks need a good running game.
Yeah.
Especially in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about it more on the other side.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
What is the bottom of a porta potty? I genuinely don't know how a porta potty works.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going, because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Badger basketball coach Greg Gard.
Wisconsin wins the Big Ten.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good evening, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by The Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Jim Rutledge and myself talk all things Wisconsin Badgers. The Jump Around every Thursday at 12:30 on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. The Green Bay Packers host family night this evening up in Green Bay. Just got to hope for some good health, folks. Stay up to date on all the happenings with the green and gold with Rob Domofsky over at ESPN.com. The Badgers finished up day 2 of fall camp this morning over at Camp Randall Stadium. I liked what I saw from wide receiver Chris Brooks, center Austin Kowecki, and the offensive line as a whole. Head on over to ESPN Madison's Twitter account for daily updates on the Badgers from yours truly. And finally, the Brewers hope to keep rolling tonight against the Minnesota Twins. First pitch is slated for 6:40 p.m. from American Family Field, with pregame coverage beginning immediately following Molly and Jim right here on Madison's home of the Crew, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Jim Rutledge.
I'm sorry. You are not serious about winning football games and winning a Super Bowl and going deep into the playoffs if you don't have a kicker.
Molly Brown.
You should be going further than getting a 7 seed and not winning a playoff game. That is a fact. You should be getting further with this team that you have.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
BS say that Jordan Love's the 10th best quarterback
I'm not feeding
in the league?
into you talking about something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It does have something to do
Go
with
for it.
Best quarterback.
But I literally agreed with you.
defensive player, yeah.
But here's the thing. I agreed with you saying that Jordan Love is the one holding them back.
Yes.
Move on.
All right. So.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
You're feisty today. All
No,
right.
I'm just telling you.
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
It's good to hear you're still a positive person after working with Jim for as long as you have.
Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Molly and Jim continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. It's Carbon Talk text line. Less is more. We started the show hearing from Chris Canty on Unsportsmanlike, and we all agree that it's pretty preposterous that the Packers would finish dead last in the NFC North.
Terrible take.
I cannot figure a way that they would do it outside of like Jordan Love getting hurt. If you wanted to tell me, because I did say like it's in the possibility for the Bears, Packers, and Lions to miss the playoffs and win 9 to 10 games, like if you told me that for any 3 of those teams, I'd be like, that seems plausible. They could win 9 games and miss the playoffs, any one of those teams. I think the NFC is a really good conference, and I think there's going to be a lot of teams that you're going to have to fight with, and it might take 10 to make the playoffs. Hell, it might even take 11. So I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. So that's a different take than what Chris Canty said about the Green Bay Packers. It must be crap on the Packers day on the national radio host side of things, because Colin Cowherd also had some thoughts on the Green Bay Packers, and let's hear from him, and then we'll react to that one.
2 things are working against the Green Bay coach. Number one, his division has Ben Johnson and Kevin O'Connell, brilliant offensive coaches, top of the league. And then the ultimate alpha dog coach, Dan Campbell. Here's the other thing. Matt LaFleur has now developed a reputation. Ty Dunn used to cover LaFleur and the Packers, and he talked about the reality of what this football operation has become under LaFleur.
Again and again and again, you just see a lack of will, a lack of toughness. Go back to that Denver game, right? Jordan Love gets whacked in the head, and he's down. What did the teammates do? They're doing what they're told by Matt LaFleur. They're not jumping in. They're not going to get a penalty. But guess what? That is embedded into the fabric of who you are as a team. I mean, they knew if you punch the Packers in the mouth under Matt LaFleur, they're not going to punch back. I think more than personnel, Colin, more than any transactions, they need a killer instinct.
Couple of things here. Did he say Gannon, as in Jonathan Gannon? Did you hear that? Right when that second guy started talking.
Ty Dunn?
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Ty Dunn.
When he started talking, and then he also said against the Broncos, that was against the Bears. Remember when he got hit?
Yep. Ty Dunn is also, for full disclosure, like from my perspective, like a wannabe muckraker. Like he's the one that wrote that whole like burn book piece on Caleb Williams before the season started.
Oh, that was him?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Now he is a former Packers reporter. I can't remember if he worked for the Journal Sentinel or whatever, but
hence why he did the burn book on Caleb Williams.
Right. And I'm not a big fan of Ty because I think he makes some broad generalizations off of just a little bit of news.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Like, if you're going to say something, like, at least get your, like, games right and get your guys right here. But
I agree.
I understand the idea behind it because, yes, I think that was a major issue. Oh, not a major issue, but it showed something about the team when the whole thing with Jordan Love getting, like, what was potentially a dirty hit, whatever it was that led him into concussion protocol and all the things that ended up happening there. There's something. I don't know if it's Jordan Love's personality where he's like, I don't need other guys to stand up for me. I don't know if it's Matt LaFleur being like, we don't do that. I don't know if it's just those guys are like, this ain't my guy. There's a million things. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is.
So a couple things. One, if I wanted to nitpick and say the Packers should have at least, made Caleb Williams feel their presence or, hit through the echo of the whistle, which I don't have a problem with. Because I don't think anything was dirty in any of these games outside of one play, and that was that Nixon blindsiding DJ Moore?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the only play I thought was like, that was a cheap shot. But otherwise, like, play through the echo of the whistle. But I would blame that on Hafley.
But hold on. Because if the Packers then did that, and then if they got penalties for it, then what? Then we're all pissed that they're doing that, and we're saying,
true,
you're a bunch of, like...
No, I agree. I'm not saying they should, but I would put it on the defensive coordinator more than, like, the head coach on offense because it's the defensive coordinator that's going to do it. So if you're going to call the team soft or say that LaFleur is building a soft team, I would say he's hiring soft defensive coordinators, not a soft team. Because, I mean, the Packers are not the Lions as far as toughness. The other thing I took issue with, and I can't believe I'm the one that has to, and not that you guys wouldn't jump in here too, but like I'm the one that has to say this, like LaFleur is every bit the play caller of O'Connell and Ben Johnson. Like, I'm sorry. The issue that I have with LaFleur is more of, I don't know if he is, and I hate this term of like the alpha or the guy who truly is the leader of a team. And do the Packers seem to lack an edge? Yes. Has there been the talk of you punch the Packers in the mouth and they're going to fold? Yes, but I don't know specifically, to Molly's point, I don't have any evidence that LaFleur is telling people don't hit hard or don't play through the echo of the whistle or don't do these things. But I do think he invites some criticism when he is openly talking about hitting and tackling less in training camp. Because of injuries.
It's so twofold, though, because then it's like if somebody does get injured during training camp, we're pissed at Matt LaFleur. Like, fans are never going to be happy, me included, where I'm like, why are we not? Like, our tackling is terrible.
Right.
And it's because Matt LaFleur didn't let them tackle. But then if, God forbid, somebody gets hurt, guess who I'm mad at? I'm mad at Matt LaFleur. So it's really a no-win situation. I do think we've talked about this before, but with their personalities, I think Matt LaFleur has a quieter personality. I think Jordan Love has a quieter personality, which, again, I've talked about. I don't want him to be like Aaron Rodgers. I hated Aaron Rodgers towards the end of his career. I'm like, how do you berate your guys? How do you do that? I don't like that. And also, I've always said, I don't really want a Dan Campbell as my head coach. I don't like that, like, testosterone, like, thing. I don't enjoy that. But it would be nice if there was somebody that could kind of just, like, balance it out just a little bit between the two of them that could just be a little bit more edgy or whatever you want to call it.
Well, because I look at the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan has had Saleh and other defensive coordinators, DeMeco Ryan, like they've had, and that team has always played with an edge, offensively and defensively. The Rams, McVay does not come across as a tough guy, but he had Wade Phillips. He has Shula now. Like, he's had some really talented and strong defensive coordinators. That team plays with an edge, and they run the ball. And so I don't know. I guess the hard part is, and I agree with you, you don't need to be this red ass like Campbell to be a great coach. It is interesting because I think LaFleur is a top 5 play caller in the league, but this team has had some sort of disconnect, and maybe it's always injuries or maybe it's just bad luck. But, like, if you were looking at it, Molly, like, I think this is what he's inviting because they don't always reach expectations, whether it was with Rodgers or last year they didn't either. No, there was injuries, but losing 5 in a row is still just an ugly look how to end it no matter what. Like, what is it do you think that is missing? I'll give you my – and I don't know how you fix it, but, like, Goody, and we've said this before, I think he loves to build a team on paper. They're a beautiful spreadsheet team. And then you can go into the stats for Jordan Love, and it's the DVOA and all those advanced analytics, those stats that aren't on the back of your football card. those are all great too. And the Packers defense has the right RAS scores, but none of it is gelling to be that football team that all the 49ers or the Ravens or the Seahawks or some of those other the Lions have been. And I don't know what it is outside of like maybe it's too much in the Excel sheet and not enough like on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's also the youth factor. And then the guys that you do bring in for a veteran presence haven't been good moves. Nate Hobbs, Aaron Banks, who knows what Hargrave's going to be this year. So I think it's just a lot of it's weird roster construction.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can I don't think you can pin it on one single person, but like Brian Gutekunst does play a big role in this.
Mm-hmm. And then the youth, the youth is a great point. Tucker Kraft is coming into his own now as a leader and a little bit last year, but you don't arrive immediately. I mean,
unless you are an incredible superstar. Yeah.
Right. But even like in Tucker Kraft, I'm sure you could see it in year one, but you kind of have to earn it over time.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to more players than the head coach when you get to the NFL. These are all grown men. You talk to former NFL players or really players on any team. The best teams are player-led, especially when you get to the NFL. And I look at the Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. Is anyone saying Mike McDonald is this uber tough guy?
I don't even know if I've seen that guy speak on the sidelines.
Beating the crap
Swear to God.
out of his team? No, yeah, I don't think so. He looks like a decent guy.
The only thing I saw Mike McDonald was when Justin Fields was tearing him up. He was on the sideline. He goes, "You're having a great game," like when he was mic'd up.
Is he bashing his guys, biting kneecaps? I don't think so. I know he's a defensive-minded coach, but that's it. But they have studs on the defensive side of the ball, and they have lots of tough players. I think when Micah Parsons went down last season, he really was the person that brought the edge to the defense, along with the massive talent. That helps for sure. But once he left, was Rashawn Gary bringing an edge to the defense? Right. Was Lucas Van Ness bringing that toughness? I don't think so.
So then it goes back to like Goody's not, and I think the youth is a big part of it. Like I think it's hard to arrive year one and be that edgy, tough player, and I think that you got to get calloused from playing in the NFL and going through the ups and knowing you can do it. Like the fact that you can handle these moments, that you can get punched in the mouth, that you will come back. And I do think that Micah Parsons injected that into the team. And then when his physical presence was gone on the field, I think that did deflate the team a little bit. But, and I get what you're saying there as far as the players need to bring the mentality. But that, again, goes back to Goody bringing in those players. And the Seahawks, even if it's not McDaniel, they have a reputation of like, we're the badass Seahawks. We're going to punch you in the mouth. And that's kind of like when you go to the Seahawks, we're going to play a certain brand of football, whoever the coach was, because Pete Carroll didn't come across as that kind of guy either.
Yeah. I was gonna say bring it all back to Legion of Boom.
Yeah,
like you had, and you had. Let's not forget Marshawn Lynch. Like you had huge personalities.
But that was the team's identity. And on the flip side, I mean, and obviously it's worked out very well for the Packers. The identity for the Packers is that we are an elite quarterback developing organization.
Yep.
It's not the we're gonna kick your ass on the ground or punch you in the mouth organization. We are we're going to throw it all over the field and you can't keep up with us organization.
Yeah, but I think that's also something too. Like that's a good point because that's been their identity, but I don't know if that is their identity. So they're almost in like, I don't want to say identity crisis, but just almost like going through like maturity or like puberty.
They're a purgatory right now.
Their voice is going to drop and then they're really going to hit some people.
Like it just feels like they're, like you have this coach that's obviously a great offensive mind, and you went from having one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the NFL, to now it's like you're almost starting over, and you have good guys. You just got to figure out the way to mesh it all together, and it's just they just haven't gotten there yet. Like they're just coming into their own still, and I think they're almost trying to change the identity of what this franchise is because they know that they don't have that elite level quarterback play like they've had, but they still have a good quarterback. So it's how do we form this team around this guy that's good, but he's not incredible, and it's just odd growing pains. I think I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to nail down what it is, but there is something missing based off of what LaFleur is a play caller, Jordan Love is a quarterback, and the names on the team. We just don't know if is it LaFleur, is it Love, is it Goody? Like, what is it that's missing, or was it just injuries? J&K Security Solutions, they will protect your home or business from anywhere in the world. So contact our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. They will help you with commercial fire protection, commercial security, and home security.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I love what the Bears are doing.
on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Madison's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Remember when your favorite Pizza Hut classics came with prices like these? Good news, they're back. Introducing the Throwback Value Menu, featuring the new medium one-topping stuffed crust pizza for just $10, and other favorites starting at only $3. Plus, try the new Triple Cheese Mac, or satisfy your sweet tooth with new s'more sticks. Check out the full Throwback Value Menu at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. That's pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Hammers one to left. It's up and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Track, wall, bye, baseball.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Discover the all-new TPC Wisconsin, Madison's premier destination for families, women, and golfers of all levels. Fresh off a stunning $30 million transformation, TPC Wisconsin offers more than championship golf. Enjoy a welcoming community with tennis, pickleball, a world-class golf academy, swimming, fitness, and family-friendly activities all year long. Experience the newest TPC golf club in the world right here in Madison. Visit tpcwisconsin.com to explore memberships and schedule your tour today.
988 Wisconsin Lifeline. How can I help you?
Share hope, find purpose when you become a 988 Lifeline counselor. The 988 Wisconsin Lifeline provides free and confidential support to anyone in crisis. 988 has experienced tremendous growth and more statewide counselors are needed. Staffed by Family Services, 988 counselors work remotely, are offered flexible hours, competitive compensation, benefits, and training. Apply today at 988lifelinecounselor.org. Family Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Paid for by grants from SAMHSA and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Look. Them boys back on that money-making mission. Trying to get my bill up like the point for the Pistons in Detroit, Michigan.
Molly and Jim continues. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And I mentioned it before, Molly, that I will be out next week. You'll have Alex Strope a little bit, Matt Hamilton, and then the person we cannot remember for one of the days as well. But that'll
Watch
be
it be
fun.
Riley or something.
I know. I was
and then I'm
like,
like,
is it Riley?
No, it's not me. I remember looking at that email earlier, but I can't remember either.
I'm going to tell you right now. Friday. Oh, Jesse Nelson. Duh, no wonder we forgot.
Yeah, completely forgettable.
Yes.
All right, so
Who's Wednesday?
That's Matt.
No, that's Tuesday.
Oh, I thought he was 2 days next week.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh. He might be. I don't know. Yes, I think that's accurate.
So, anyways, they'll all be filling in. I am heading up north, and I am happy right now. I hate to. Hopefully nobody's listening. I'm happy I'm at work, Molly, because nothing is as stressful as the 24 hours before you leave on a trip with a family, at least in my household, even when I was growing up and now, because I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm supposed to do to help pack things, because when I do, I'm not doing it right. But then I have to pretend to be busy around the house doing other things, because I can't just be like, well, I don't have anything to do, I'll just sit down. So it's just a very uncomfortable time where you kind of have to try to seem busy.
Okay. I get that, because leaving my house in general is stressful, just getting all my kids into our car.
You're the professional at this, yes.
No, I'm not professional. I wish I was better. I'm trying to be more calm, because I'm very much, it almost, whenever I'm getting things ready to leave the house, it feels like everything is an emergency, that if my husband isn't doing something, I'm like, come on, you're not helping me. And he's like, we there's no time constraints. The babies already took their nap. They get one nap a day.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to be tired the rest of the day. We don't, if you don't have time constraints, he's like, just calm down.
Right.
And so I have gotten better at that. At least I think so.
Well, surprise, we have, no.
Yeah, no, honey. No, so I feel like I have gotten better at that, but I will say that was always my mindset too, was come on. And if you don't do the thing that I'm asking you to do within 2 seconds, I'm getting pissed. So I've gotten better at that for the most part. But I do have to remind myself, so last weekend we went to a sunflower farm thingy, and I did really good. I was I'm getting all the kids ready. I'm doing all the things, and it was calm, collected. But I will say, when you go on a trip, it is a different level. I haven't gone on a ton of trips with my kids. We went to Arizona a couple times last year, so flying, that added another layer.
So you think, that's what I was going to ask you think flying's harder than driving?
Yes. Because flying, you're not on your own, you're on a different schedule where you're I have to get there. Now, granted, I am a flyer that, I'm not a nervous flyer by any means, but I am I would rather just be sitting there doing nothing versus oh my God, I'm going to miss my plane and all the things. So I'm never going to be that kind of person. I don't want that kind of stress. So I give myself enough time. But yes, flying is way, way worse. But we've done drives to Iowa, which is a 6-hour drive. And it's stressful because there's so many things, especially because my kids are so little. So it's you have to have the 2 pack in place for the twins. My older son, he sleeps on we either do an air mattress or he sleeps in our bed, whatever it is, depending on where we're going or whatever. But yes, the little ones, they have to have the play packs or pack and plays. So that just adds more just because there's so much stuff because they're so little. Mm-hmm. But that to me is a million times less stressful than flying.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And actually, the driving is less stressful for me because I feel more productive because I am in charge. I don't know if it's if your dad was like this or Riley, your dad, but loading the car is like Tetris. It's such a fun challenge.
Yes, that is my husband's job.
I'm the one that, so that way I feel useful because now I'm the one that okay, everything's packed, but the thing is I don't do anything until once everything's packed, then I'm going to load the whole thing up tonight probably.
Which is incredibly helpful.
But at the same time, and I'm guilty of this too when I'm doing something of when I'm loading it up, I'm why is nobody helping me? Because you do that, it comes into your head because you're the one working and everyone else sitting around. So yes, when I get home, I'll have to figure out things to do. Probably keep the girls busy and
I was going to say, just play with your kids or clean or pretend like you're cleaning something.
And then I'll get them ready for bed and everything. But when you were younger, was it the same? Were you was there tension in the house you could sense getting ready for trips?
I don't remember that. Okay. I really don't. But also my family didn't take a bunch of trips. We went to Florida one time. We did the whole Disney, every single park thing. And then, like, we always went to Iowa, like, multiple times during the year. So, like, I don't remember, like, big stressful things. And then, like, once we started going other places, like, I mean, like, when we lived in Arizona, we would go to, like, California and San Diego and all the things. But, like, we were older.
Yeah.
So we were, like, more self-sufficient. So I don't necessarily remember, like, there being tension and stuff around, like, that. And also, my mom isn't, like, a person that freaks out. Like, like I freak out way more than my mom does. But I will say, I do remember, like, if we would drive, so when we lived in Appleton, we would drive to Iowa. And so, like, that was about a 6-hour drive. And, like, I remember, like, we went to, like, McDonald's and they got my dad's order wrong. And, like, my dad probably hadn't eaten, like, all day. And it's like, you know, we had 3 annoying-ass kids in the back seat.
Yeah.
And they got his order wrong. Like, they put onions on, like, his burger. And my dad hates onions, just like Jason Wilde.
Okay.
I remember him chucking a hamburger out the window because he was so pissed. Like, my dad has, like, the temper.
Yeah.
Hence where I get it from. But, like, he was like that. But otherwise, I don't remember there being, like, packing stress and, like, that kind of stuff like there is in my house.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember. I, again, have a huge family. I don't remember too much stress between my parents when we were going on big trips, but I definitely remember my dad being frustrated, and I didn't understand this until I got older, when he would be cleaning the house before a trip because no one wants to come back to a destroyed house.
Yep.
And we were just sitting around and not doing anything or not helping. And I could tell he was frustrated, or he'd tell us, like, hey, like, help me out. Like, you got to do something. And I'd be like, why do I need to do something? I don't care if the house is clean when we get back.
Right.
But then now I've gone home and I've helped clean, or around my apartment I'll be cleaning, and people be sitting around and I'm like, why is no one helping me? Like, can't they see I'm cleaning? And I'm like, shoot.
I am my dad.
I understand it now.
You know, that's a good point, though. As Rosa gets older, some of my frustration then goes to her because I'm like, why am I taking all the crap? She's 13. She can do something.
Yep.
She's just sitting in her room reading. Like, what's going on? And it's more of like, my wife just always has like this long list of things that need to be done, but none of them are things that, like, I can do. And so then it's just that kind of weird. It's all like specifically like she has a set order, so it'll be like she wants to pack all the girls' clothes, and the girls don't want to pack their clothes. So like that would be one, and then like I can overlook the girls doing their Barbies, but then my wife will want to have I don't even know. She has a list. I don't even see it anymore. I just I'm basically worthless.
Then how do you know you can't do anything on the list?
Let me get you.
That's part of the problem.
Yes, there you go.
Well, you should be like, hey, let me see your list. Let me see if I can help anyway. I'm just trying to help you.
No, I appreciate
help
it.
you survive.
I will survive, but I do appreciate it.
Because she would probably appreciate that.
She probably would. All right, this is Molly and Jim, but Pato is a great way to be able to earn some extra money for a vacation or anything else.
Oh, yes, it is. And if you want to do that, you need to head over to Potawatomi Sportsbook, where every single play has the potential to be a big one. Whether you're catching the Brewers or getting ready for football season to kick off, Potawatomi Sportsbook gives you a first-class sports betting experience right in the heart of Milwaukee. Great food, wall-to-wall screens. Seriously, the screen is massive. And all the action you could ask for. Bet above the rest at Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this.
How odd and strange it is that I find onion, alcohol, and cigarette breath combo very sexy.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
There's a spirit you can only find in Door County, and Door County Distillery bottles it. Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Locally made in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and the flavors that make Door County unforgettable. From brandy, gin, whiskey, and my favorite, cherry vodka, my dad makes a mean cherry mule, to cocktails, tastings, tours, and more. It's a true Door County experience. Visit Door County Distillery in Carlsville or find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
ESPN Madison's Mark Tauscher here for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. When we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Steakhouse in Middleton is a great place to go for their sizzle, swizzle, and swirl happy hour. Go see our good friends Lee and Kevin over at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. And we'll be out there before football season and get a chance to, maybe do a steak sandwich. Some, you said you would try the calamari, Molly, and then I forget. Oh, then it was the zucchini fries. Is that?
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. So we will do all that over at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. Maybe this time Riley can even join us as well. But go out there and go figure out what appetizers you'd like to enjoy with the Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl happy hour. So why do you think there's so much conversation today around the Green Bay Packers not reaching expectations? Because Chris Canty on Unsportsmanlike had the Packers missing the playoffs and finishing last in the division. That's the part, to me, is the last in the division part.
No, really, yeah, that was all for, like, I love Unsportsmanlike, love all the people on that show, but, like, that was clickbait. No, come on.
I hate to say clickbait, but I feel like they
rage bait.
He outthought himself. Like, you're trying to be too cute. I've been, like, I was guilty of that earlier.
Or maybe he just forgot that the Minnesota Vikings were in the division. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think, like, the other three teams, the Packers, Bears, and the Lions, like, I think either of those could be a toss-up for who wins and who comes in last between those three. I feel like it's pretty much a consensus that the Vikings will be, but I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way, if everything fell right for them, they could be not fourth in there too. But a lot would have to go right for them, especially considering they don't know who their quarterback's going to be.
And I had to cut a good chunk of that clip for time constraints. And one of the parts of the clip, which you can find on Unsportsmanlike or ESPN Madison's Twitter, is Chris Canty going through the Packers' schedule, predicting them to finish 8-9 on the season, potentially 7-10. And two of the games that he emphasized, switch those to losses, are the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints, quarterbacked by Tyler Shuck. Like, come on.
Tier 3 quarterback.
Sounds, yeah.
According to the Athletic.
Sounds like an agenda.
So
to me.
I will say,
what's his agenda?
Packers hater. The Packers
also,
detractor.
he's a former Cowboy,
he's
too,
trying
so
to
it's
yeah, that's true.
Like,
he's trying
he
to
hates
balance out Small's Packers fandom.
which totally fair. There should always be some balance, hence this show. But I will say the Carolina game or the Saints game, there's a very real chance they could drop it. And also, the Panthers made it to the playoffs last year. I know they weren't a good team. I'm not saying that they were, but they were the best one in their division. So I do think that, again, kind of going back to this Matt LaFleur run team, he always has a pissy attitude when it comes to, a trap game. There's no such thing as a trap game. Yeah, what do you call the Bears game or Browns game last year? What do you call the Carolina Panthers game last year? He hates the overseas games too. Look how the team performs when they play overseas because you have a horrible attitude around those games. So I do think that there's something to be said about from top down when it comes to those games that are on the schedule. I don't know the Packers schedule by heart right now, so I couldn't even tell you when those games are in the season / the other teams that are around them, but there's always a chance. And again, it's the NFL. Any given Sunday is a saying for a reason.
Right, yeah. Which take is worse? Let's play these real quick, then we'll go to break. Let's play which one do you have ready to go here, Riley?
Are you talking about the ones that we've heard?
Yeah.
Yep, got Cowherd first.
All right, let's hear Colin Cowherd again.
Against the Green Bay coach. Number one, his division has Ben Johnson and Kevin O'Connell, brilliant offensive coaches, top of the league. And then the ultimate alpha dog coach, Dan Campbell. Here's the other thing. Matt LaFleur has now developed a reputation. Ty Dunn used to cover LaFleur and the Packers, and he talked about the reality of what this football operation has become under LaFleur.
Again and again and again, you just see a lack of will, a lack of toughness.
He does say Gannon.
Go back to that Denver game.
What does he
Jordan
say
Love
again and
gets
again and
whacked
again?
in the head.
It's tough to tell.
And he's down. What did the teammates do? They're doing what they're told by Matt LaFleur. They're not jumping in. They're not going to get a penalty. But guess what? That is embedded into the fabric of who you are as a team. I mean, they knew if you punch the Packers in the mouth under Matt LaFleur, they're not going to punch back. I think more than personnel, Colin, more than any transactions, they need a killer instinct.
Okay, what's his name? Trey Dunn?
Ty
Dunn? Whatever. I'm out on him. He's irrelevant. He said Gannon, for sure. Not again and again. He said Gannon.
It doesn't matter. Either way, he was wrong in a million other ways.
He had multiple things wrong. But I will, I kind of missed the part with Colin Cowherd on the last one, too, with when we played it earlier in the show, with him talking about, the offensive minds in the NFC North, which I don't disagree with, but also look at the Minnesota Vikings offense last year. Horrible. Justin Jefferson barely got 1,000 yards, which is absolutely pathetic.
Yep.
And I've said it before, I think Kevin O'Connell is a great coach. Great coach. I would not be mad if he became the Packers head coach in the future at some point in time if that were to happen. But okay, continue.
When I said LaFleur, I think is right there. If you want to call O'Connell and Ben Johnson great offensive minds, so is LaFleur. In the top 10, if not top 5. All right, let's hear Chris Canty.
The Green Bay Packers will finish last in the NFC North. Listen, you've got an enigmatic quarterback in Jordan Love. We don't know what version of Jordan Love we're going to get the first 2 months of the season. Check that. We actually do know the version of Jordan Love we're going to get the first 2 months of the season, and he's going to be a guy that's a middling quarterback. Why? Because since he became the full-time starter in 2023, he's in the middle of the road with win percentage of all qualified starting quarterbacks. That's who Jordan Love is. I can't give Jordan Love the benefit of the doubt. 3 years of a sample size, we can determine who you are.
Was enigmatic the word of the day for Canty?
Yeah, and did he say unenigmatic?
I don't know.
It was that's not the right word.
Enigmatic is a word, I will say.
I know, but that's not the right. I don't think that's the word he's trying to use there.
No, but I think he said enigmatic because he's trying to say that he's mysterious, a puzzle, you don't understand it.
Okay, all right. I guess, yeah. All right, regardless, which one's worse? We'll talk about that on the other side.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim.
I will stand by this. Nothing will mean more to the state of Wisconsin than a Brewers World Series.
On 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. Right now, score one of the best deals of summer with the Iron Jock Basics Bundle. Get a premium t-shirt, a pair of performance boxers, and crew socks, all for just $57.50. Iron Jock gear is built for comfort with moisture-wicking fabric, 4-way stretch, and silver ion technology that helps you fight odor-causing bacteria. It's everyday performance at an unbeatable price. Don't wait. Head to ironjock.com and grab your basic bundle today.
The Miz is filling out the punch card.
Struck him out swinging. Brings home the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strike three called with a slider. The fourth consecutive Miz punch out.
Stacking up K's left and right.
Another double-digit strikeout effort here from Miz.
Tune into every start from the NL Cy Young leader.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go back and watch that inning over and over again.
Right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Beautiful day for Brewers baseball. Brats in one hand, your Brewers checking card from Associated Bank is in the other. And with a tap, it's 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. An express entry so you can tailgate longer. And up to 50% off home game tickets. All that power, all for the crew. Only with Brewers checking from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honey's. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honey's to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honey's experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
What's better than enjoying a luau in a tropical paradise? Winning money while you're there, which you can do in our Luau Loot promotion. Be at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison on Saturday, August 29th, when 21 winners will each have a chance to win up to $2,500. Then one grand prize winner will bring home up to $35,000 in cash. Get in on the celebration with entries daily from August 1st through August 29th. Find your island escape at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at AnnexWealth.com.
Thanks for spending your afternoon with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brewers baseball coming up next here on ESPN Madison. I'm gone for a week, Molly. So, Riley, that means what? The Brewers play. Actually, we're not going to be doing a show together for 2 weeks.
Yep.
I think you're very much looking forward to that. And that means roughly how many games over 2 weeks, Riley, will the Brewers have played?
Man, I think they get an off day after this Twins series that starts tonight. Then I believe they have 16 or 17 games in a row. So about 13 games
14.
probably.
14. Just looked at their
games.
schedule.
All right.
So, Molly, what will the Brewers...
14. You're right, actually. Wait, what did you just say?
I said 13. I didn't know if the off day came on a Monday.
I think 14 because the 23rd is a Sunday. So by our next show together, which is going to be August 25th, if I'm doing the accurate thing here, yeah, that's like 14 games.
2 straight weeks of games.
So,
crazy.
How many of those 14 will they win, Molly?
10.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think 10 sounds
Great
like a good
minds.
number. Who they got? The Twins and who else is on there?
Then this is the toughest part of the schedule. Padres, Dodgers twice.
Yeah, they got 4 straight games against the Dodgers. Well, by the time that we get back, so they will have played the Twins, Padres, Dodgers, Mariners, Braves, and then their next one will be against the Mets. But
I'm going to go
so it'll be all
8.
those ones.
Okay.
That's a hell of a run.
That's a
there.
lot of games, actually. I didn't look at any of the
games,
opponents.
And that is a tough stretch.
The best teams in baseball.
2 guaranteed playoff teams and 1 probable playoff.
Honestly, if you come out of that 8-7, that's not that bad. Because, that's a hell of a run.
I hope they sweep the Dodgers. Actually, no, I don't, because you want them to save the sweep for the playoffs.
True. I wouldn't mind if the Dodgers just take 1 game
The
against
Dodgers
the Dodgers,
are-
beat them in the postseason.
Well, right now.
They're struggling. This is their classic July swoon. They're going to get hot once all their stupid pitchers come back off IL.
Are these
They've been
like fake
saving.
injuries? That's what someone was telling me.
That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they are. It just somehow ends up
same thing
that
happened
they
last
have
year.
several starting pitchers unavailable until August, and then they all get healthy
Something
and
seems
are
a
fine.
little sketchy, huh?
It's interesting.
How can
It's well
Shohei
planned.
bat, but he can't pitch?
It's a good question.
I guess how it affects
I'm
the
sure
knee.
He'll probably pitch in the postseason. If they need Shohei to pitch in the playoffs, he will pitch.
But they don't. That's the problem.
That is the problem. They have
With
6
everything
other
that has
pitchers.
transpired this week, they don't even need him to pitch in the playoffs, which
and,
is sad.
And the thing is, before Scooble, they didn't probably need him
No.
to pitch if they didn't want him to.
No. Yamamoto's good. I honestly don't know the rest of their
Glasnow back?
He's
Yeah.
coming back. Snell's going to come back.
So they just robbed the Pirates of all their pitchers?
Potentially.
Those guys were both on the Pirates at one point.
Really?
Yeah. I believe Snell was on the Pirates, too. I know Glasnow was, right? Wasn't he?
I know Snell was a Ray. I thought he was a Ray his whole career.
Maybe I got him mixed up here.
I
I'm
forgot
not
about
the
this
baseball
Glasnow guy, too. I remember watching him last year.
Yeah, he's annoying. He shoved against the Brewers last year. And Yamamoto. Everyone shoved against the Brewers last year in the Dodgers series.
Hence the sweep.
Yeah.
Sweep. So Molly, you're sticking with 10 or are you changing it?
No, I'll keep with 10.
I'll go 8.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Watch it be like 1.
I'll go 11.
Yeah.
Of course you will. Got to be close to the big number.
Yeah.
And will Marshawn Lloyd still be healthy when we're back doing a show
Ugh,
together?
I don't like wishing that out
I'm
there.
No, you can say yes. You don't have to wish it the other way.
You could say, will he be the number 2? Let's just say that.
Clear
number 2. Yeah, will he be the clear-cut number 2 by the time we get back? Because the Packers will have played, how about that? Packers
2?
preseason. Let's see. Sorry, I am Googling.
No, that's
okay.
fine.
Let's see. So their first preseason game is against the Steelers. Oh, dang. That's coming up quick. That's in 6 days.
Oh, fun.
On the 13th. And then they play the Broncos on Friday, August 21st. So they will have played 2 games. So how many of those did they win? They're both away.
I'll go 1.
Yeah.
Because you got Tyrod Taylor as your backup.
Yeah,
I mean, Clifford, isn't he still on the team? Or who the hell is
No,
the third
he's not on
quarterback?
the. No, it's funny. I actually just looked this
the
up.
Syracuse guy.
Yeah,
Kyle
that's right. It's not
McCord.
Clifford.
Yes, that's his name.
And
What
then
is he?
Somebody else that I haven't
Kyle
even heard.
McCord?
Yeah. And
Oh, wow.
Drones. Drones. What's his first name?
I
don't
literally just had this pulled up. Hold on.
Starts with a K, I think.
McCord.
Kyron Drones.
Kyron
Or
Drones.
Kyron.
Who
Kyron.
is that? Where is he from?
Couldn't tell you.
All right. Anyways, this is the preseason kind of conversations there. So
Literally.
I'll ask you this, like, Molly, when you return, what do you want the conversation to be about with the Green Bay Packers?
Tucker Kraft, highest paid tight end.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm honestly surprised it hasn't
pull.
happened yet. I don't know if I
Especially
should be concerned.
With all the extensions that other players are receiving, it's certainly interesting.
He's going to get paid.
But again, I just wonders too, like, is his contract already done? Is that why he's like off the PUP list? I get it, he's not actually practicing with like people, But still, I do just wonder if there's something that has been done or they have like a gentleman's agreement.
I think it's close because you can sign it whenever now. I'll say that, you know what? I'll be positive. Trace Mack turns it around.
Okay. Wow. I like that one.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys in a week.
Dad, what do you do at work?
I help people